excited to have you here today. So today you are launching what I believe to be your first book, Women Who Empower. Is that correct?
That is correct. I could not be more excited. I'm so just blessed.
Oh my goodness. So first of all, huge congratulations on publishing your first book. I mean, that right off the bat is like, gives me like chills all over my body. And so that, I mean, how do you feel today? Do you feel like this is one of those journey moments? Do you feel like it's surreal, or do you want to pinch yourself? Like, talk to me a little bit about like what is going through your mind and your body right now. Like, how are we feeling?
I'm feeling so excited and just so, I don't know, like I have no words to even describe it because yesterday I had a moment like, is this really happening? Like, pinch me. Is this really happening? I just feel like I just can't believe that today is the day. And, I feel so much joy in my heart.
Have you always dreamed of becoming an author?
I have.
Is this just something that fell into your lap? Or tell me a little bit about like how this came about for you.
No, so I always wanted to be an author actually when I was younger. But I am a speech language pathologist. And so, I kind of said, oh, I don't know if this is going to happen in my life. And, I became friends with a few people who introduced me to you. And, I was like, this is it. I need to write my story. This is the time. Someone needs to hear this. And so there was no time like the present to do it. And I just ran with it.
Well, it's so interesting that you say that there's no time like the present to do it because, I've been obviously close with you on your journey, and, you have small children. You have a full-time job. This writing and authorship and what we're about to talk about next is not necessarily your full-time job, right? So you are also running a household, you're running a job, you're taking care of your children and everything else going on in life. And then this all happened in the middle of COVID. So really you had every reason and excuse to not do this actually, right? But you still did do it. So what did you learn through that? Or what would you tell someone who said, you know what, it's just not the right time, or I have too many things on my plate, but they had this dream on their heart? What would you tell someone like that?
Do not waste your time by not doing it. You have to do this. This is something you have to do and you're being called to do. Yes, and I feel like, as most people know, my dad passed away January 2nd last year. So to me, that was huge. You might not have tomorrow. Don't put off things. Don't wait for tomorrow because you might not have that. You need to do things today. And, you just have to go with what your heart's telling you to do.
That's so beautiful. Until you just said all of that and the way that you put it now, I'm thinking to myself, that's one way to look at it. But that's so interesting because you've been through so much over this year. It would have been so easy just to be like, I'll do it next year, or I'll do it in 6 months, but you didn't. So first of all, I'm just, thank you. So grateful that you are able to get this story out because your story is so inspiring. And you said that you were called to share it. Your theme is about, well, I'm going to let you say it as well, but it's really about finding that hope, right? When you feel like there is nowhere to turn. So Kristi, can you share with us a little bit about what is your chapter about? What is it really that you feel called to share with people?
Sure. So my chapter is called Surrender. And basically, it talks about all of these hardships that I've gone through in my life. So I've gone through anxiety, I've gone through OCD, I've gone through terrible relationships, the loss of people that I love. And through all of it, I feel like the main thing that has come out of it is, making me a better person. I think the main theme of this book, the main thing that I talk about is my battle with infertility. And during that time, it was such a dark and lonely time. And I had tried to go to support groups, but I have to be honest, the support groups actually made things worse because I felt like there wasn't any positive outcomes with it. So I feel that me going through this is basically God is pulling me to help other women who have gone through infertility, who have gone through all these hardships in their life, and letting them know that although it's a negative time for them, that positives can happen. And my main message in this book is finding the rainbow in your storm, and just making and going with it, like realizing that all of these hardships are what have led up to the person that you are today. And making you the person that you are today, making you the empowering person, helping others. And it's just been such a blessing.
So what can you say that if I'm someone who says, wow, that sounds really interesting and that may help my journey, what do you really hope that someone gets out of your chapter?
So I hope that they realize, that it's so hard. Women especially keep everything, bottled up. They have to be perfect. They have to control a lot of aspects of their life. And for me, it was that moment, it was that pivotal moment where I had surrendered to God, and when I had gone through so much loss with the fertility, and I had sat down, and I had actually remember sitting on my bed and curling up and just saying, God, I surrender this to you. If I'm meant to be a mom, this is what's going to happen. And I kind of reestablished my relationship with God, because for a while I felt like I was being punished. I felt like I was being abandoned, that he was abandoning me. But in turn, he wasn't. He was creating a better version of me. And I'm just so truly blessed for that. I feel like a lot of people, my hope for this book also is that people that read this book who have lost their faith in God or have lost a relationship with God will reconnect with him and realize he has not forgotten your name. He is there with you. He's holding your hand. He is moving mountains and, putting out fires for you to live the life that he wants you to live. And it's not him that causes these bad things. It's the enemy. And I think that's so important to remember.
So how can I find the rainbow in my storm, if you will? Can you walk me through this whole idea of finding the rainbow in the storm?
Sure. So everything that I've gone through in my life, like I said, I've gone through divorce. I've gone through, this terrible anxiety, this terrible OCD. I've gone through, the loss of so many things. But I found that, if I were in another type of relationship, like in a relationship in my past, I saw that as a huge loss with me breaking up with that person. But it wasn't. It was really all part of God's plan, because it helped me realize the strengths that I had. And I was relying on this person for, support. And it was, I look back and think, oh my gosh, I was such a weak person. And I've come so far and I've gone through so much that my strength is just amazing now. And, like I said before, with the passing of my dad, my family was calling me the Rock, because I was just so strong. Every single thing that I've gone through has led to me being the person that I am today. And, I was there for my dad when he needed me. I was there for my family when they needed me. And, this amount of strength that I have is just strength that I never in a million years would thought I would ever have.
And so if I'm somebody who right now is in it, right, and I haven't come through it yet, or I don't feel like I'm the Rock quite yet, how would you, what are one or two things that you could tell me about that might help me find my rainbow in the storm?
So like I would said before, I guess it would just be mainly looking at events that have occurred in your life, and instead of seeing them as negative, whether they be past or present, think about how that can help you in the future, or how that has molded you into the person from the past. A lot of times we dwell on so much of the negative, and we, can't get past it. We just focus on, well, this has happened to me and now this is the person I've become. No, this is the person that, you know, you are supposed to be. You've gone through all this stuff and now you are who you truly are meant to be.
Yes. And so was gratitude a big piece of it, or prayer, meditation, journaling, or did you use any tools when you were in the storm?
So I used a lot of prayer, I started going to a new church. So I really feel like my increased faith has helped me, going to church, praising God, thanking him daily for everything that he's given me, has just helped tremendously.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So when someone reads your chapter, they leave feeling what?
I feel like they leave feeling hopeful, um, you know, just that um a sense of healing, because I feel like that's what this process has been for me. It's a lot of healing. I hope they feel strength. I hope they feel courage. I think you're going to get many feels with with what I wrote. And I just hope that someone will benefit, and I know someone will benefit from reading my story.
Amazing. Kristi, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of Women Who Empower. Thank you for helping women all over the globe now find their rainbow in the storm. There are a lot of storms right out there, and sometimes even knowing that you're not alone in that storm can be what helps you through it. And Kristi, I know that you're going to be that lifeline for so many people. So if you haven't yet purchased your copy of Women Who Empower, today is the day on Amazon.com. And Kristi, thank you for being here. Where can we find you, Kristi? Where can we connect with you and learn more about you?
So I have a Facebook page that's called Find the Rainbow in Your Storm. Find Your Rainbow in the Storm.
Sorry, one more time. So the Facebook page is called
Find Your Rainbow in the Storm. And on the Facebook page, you can go there, and I'm going to be hopefully starting some new workshops on there and providing people with just encouragement and love that we all need these days.
I love it. Thank you so much, Kristi. Congratulations on your amazing accomplishment of becoming a published author today. So excited and proud to be on this journey with you. And your story is absolutely amazing. It's just the beginning of your story. We all have so many, right? So this is one aspect of it. And you do kind of lend to some other things in your story as well, which, that's why I say it's only the beginning. But even what you do begin to share with us in Women Who Empower is so incredibly inspirational. So I just could not be more proud to have you a part of this. Thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for the opportunity, Kate.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.